Another fight. And if you just join me, my name is Dennis Moore. Of course, I'm your commentator on the day. And with my colleague, some time ago, who just finished with that interview, classic one by all descriptions. We are in for yet another swashbuckling fight. Super featherweight weight contest, and between Alfred Lamptey and then Nathanael Kakololo, Ghana versus Tanzania, so to speak. And this fight, I'm sure you wouldn't blink an eye. You need to watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored in red trunks, orange covers, and white socks to match. Former national champion, former Pan-African champion. Ladies and gentlemen, you take the scale, as 128.70 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 19 fights, 140, lost 5, 1 draw, 6 for the real knockouts. Introducing to you the man from Tanzania, Nathanael Kakololo. According to the record, he's also spotted in black and red trunks, black and white numbers, black and white socks to match. Ladies and gentlemen, you take a scale of 1.0.4 pounds. You're having the fights, one all in all. It's by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a former national champion, former video champion, introducing to you. Ladies and gentlemen, he's also former BBC champion, introducing to you from the Black Panthers Fighting Club. The boxer is a winner, Showtime, Alfred. Judges are the ringside.
Alright, so you can see that we are actually getting set for this fight, and another interesting fight, of course, on the cards. And this is one fight that all Ghanaians will also be actually. So 4 more fights to go, of course. But Alfred Lamptey and this chap promises to be fireworks. All right, so round 1, there we go. And
Nathanael Kakololo against Alfred, the Bukum Bomba Lamptey. Alfred Lamptey, he just returned last month from a training tour, a 1-month training tour in South Africa. One of the world title prospects out of Ghana, Alfred Lamptey. Very classic boxer.
Very classic indeed. I really love his stance. I like his style. And he shows commitment, dedication, agility, and all those qualities as a boxer. He has it. Lamptey, but I do believe that, this Tanzanian, his first approach is a bit, scary. All right, so you are live on HS Television, and then of course ultimatesportsghana.com. And let's hear you wherever you're really watching us from. And we accept, of course, every praise and criticisms, of course, to better it in the future. The first round is a bit rusty from both boxers. Where to go, and I believe is a starter, but Kakololo has different options at this stage. Kakololo, but Alfred is taking his time, steadying the terrain, and of course at the opportune time, he will plunge into action. Alfred Lamptey is obviously one of the faces of Ghana boxing. Just like my colleague said, returning from just a trip in South Africa, I believe that enigma, that penchant, and of course that tenacity should be there, of course, on him, and that has wobbled the Tanzanian. It was a left hook, and I love the stance. I love how Alfred is fighting, and I think I really respect that.
Alfred is a super featherweight, and he has won a lot of titles through his career, littered with all manner of titles, but he is yet to taste the world title, which is the ultimate for any boxer. But with the tangent of his career, it should not be long before he lays his hands on one of those straps from the sanctioning bodies, either the WBO, WBA, IBF, or the WBC.
Interesting, but I think talking about all these sanctioning bodies, just I mean, on the low notes, many boxing commentators have really argued there are too many belts. I mean, on the line, too many belts. But see, making the boxing, enclave look so, rusty.
Yeah.
Too many belts. Recently, I've been heard Oscar Floyd Mayweather is even also having his own belt. So you see, and I think that if there's one belt, there'll be decency in the game. Yes, and but it's my dream to see this happen. It's my dream to see this happen. But too many. So you can't even tell who is champ. At times they'll come through and say ring champion. At times they'll go through whatever. Using terms to boxing is it's a whole policy. All right, so. Beg your pardon, we are back.
And so round number 2, Nathanael Kakololo against Alfred, the Bukumbomba Lamptey. Lamptey in the red and black shorts, Kakololo in the ash and black shorts with the orange boots to match. Fighting out of the blue corner, the man. Hot extinguished right there.
I love that.
In the center of the ring.
I love that, and both boxers are also, just overbloating their images. They wouldn't want to just, be seen as, as mere entities. And but Alfred really loved this, the banter, the give and take affair. I guess that's what he really wants. But, Kakololo keeps, just moving backwards. I smell a knockdown in course, of this, of this fight. Trust me.
It's very possible because both boxers are going for broke. They are not holding back at all, especially Bukumbomba Lamptey. Every punch he throws is thrown with precision, clinical approach to his
Exactly.
game.
I love that. I love his position. He takes his time. He hits when it matters. And that level of fearlessness is supreme on Alfred. We are still live on HS television, on the Ultimate Sports, and of course, and bringing you live commentary, analysis on account to your viewing pleasure. Alfred Lamptey, one of Ghana's eye. And that was a sweet one to the rib region. And that too actually amassing confidence for the Ghanaian. The Tanzanian has smelled some kind of danger and is very cautious at this stage and really want to go through again. So he'll begin to back off at this stage. And but of course, Rana, I think that so far so good. This round goes for the Ghanaian. No choice about that.
Yeah, still going, but I think that Lamptey has landed a cleaner shot. He has been doing much of the work. He has been doing the attacking, very aggressive and very clinical. Not giving too much away. Very responsible defensively and offensively, Alfred Lamptey.
All right, so interesting round at this stage. Round two. Round two, and
End of the round.
if you ask me, it's really going to be very difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult to tell, but I think on this round two has gone for the Ghanaian. Obviously, per my, per my lenses, the Ghanaian has won, this round. But it's early days yet. Actually, we should see more of the build-up. All right, so we are entering into round three. All right, so we are into round three, and there they go. John, interesting. Alfred Lamptey, the Ghanaian against, of course,
Nathanael Kakololo.
interesting name. The name is mouthful, Absolutely.
And Dennis, we have a delicacy here in Ghana called Kakololo. I don't know whether it is that one or something else.
Interesting stuff, yes, I think so. But Alfred Lamptey has every opportunity to, of course, establish a premature end to this fight than to wait for this Kakololo guy to be eaten up, of course, into his stress. It's key, it's important. But so far, so good. Round three.
Rabbit punching from Alfred Lamptey. The referee cautions him.
Too much of a rabbit punching, and these are what boxers must really learn. But anyway, game continues, and this Alfred going through the body round shot, and look at the Tanzanian. Now Alfred is so much intense. He come through, and now you can hear the crowd. Now look at the exchanges. Oh, lovely one from Alfred. The Tanzanian will respond in echo, and what a fight.
Nathanael Kakololo showing that he is no tomato can, neither is he a cab driver. He is a formidable foe in there. Whenever Lamptey opens fire, he comes right back with his own attack.
I admire his confidence level, and I expect him to add more bites to, all his punches and stabs. And I'm not seeing any, injurious jab from this chap. But of course, the Ghanaian has every opportunity, as I mentioned earlier, to end this fight. And what will actually, stall the Ghanaian from ending this fight belongs to he himself. He knows it.
But then Kakololo is very much alive. You see that anytime Lamptey opens up, he comes right back. He's very much alive.
Absolutely.
He landed a very good right hand right there, Kakololo.
You're right. I think both boxers, have of course finished their respect for each other, and it's now about using the gloves to talk more. Alfred Lamptey. That was a swinging one, but it actually goes off target.
And Lamptey was trying to set a trap for Kakololo with that uppercut, but it missed narrowly.
How lovely it would have been if the uppercut actually, had landed. All right, so round three is off. Amazing stuff.
Dennis, round three seems a bit even. I don't know what you think.
Well, I think I agree with you more because the Kakololo really proved. He came up, and as I mentioned earlier, the Ghanaians should be very cautious. You have every opportunity. You have the home crowd. You have the experience. You just returned from South Africa, and stuff like that. This should be a motivator.
And very interestingly, the gym where he went to tour in South Africa, that coach has followed him right back, and that's the coach in his corner.
Forgive me.
Meaning that he's taking a keen interest in him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
He went for a tour and he followed him back. That tells you of his quality. Alfred Lamptey.
All right, so Alfred Lamptey has every opportunity, of course, to win tonight. Alfred Lamptey, the Ghanaian, round 4, and the scorecards, I'm sure by now, is breathing on different scores. But let's actually wait. As I mentioned earlier, the Ghanaian has every opportunity, but the Kakololo is very stubborn, so to speak. Great one from the Ghanaian, backing of the Tanzanian at this stage. Kakololo. Kakololo. Mine oh mine, Kakololo. Alfred has changed to a southwest stance, and I don't know whether that's really going to work for him, Nana.
He has switched back to the orthodox.
So what was that for?
Just trying to confuse the opponent and vary his game.
Interesting stuff. That reminds me of Penance with P. Well, so coming back again. Now look at Kakololo. Kakololo going to the body again, this time around. So flurries over there, and that's quite encouraging from Kakololo. Mine oh mine, Alfred should leave that terrain and actually go back, but he actually replies, like Alfred, going through. And the punch goes through, and that was a telling punch at that conversion. That punch was a knock at the door, Nana.
Alfred Lamptey was complaining of a headbutt, which has caused a kind of swelling to his eye, but in the middle of that complaint, Kakololo took advantage and landed his own flurries. It is in boxing, it's a principle, it's a law, it's a rule that only the referee can step in and halt the fight. The fighter can't do that.
Oh, mine, oh, mine.
It almost cost him the bout.
Oh, my God, my goodness. So headbuttings are not very interesting scenarios in boxing at all. You know, this is what I'm expecting him to do. Keep jabbing, and then when the opportunity really comes through, then you go in for the kill. But you know, Alfred Lamptey. Still very resolute. But earlier, I think he complained to the referee about the headbutt. It could really affect him in every dimension. But the referee is the only one to stop the fight. And the fight continues. And Kakololo has been a very stubborn nut up to this stage. And I'm expecting Alfred to vary his tactics and locate the bearing of this visitor and perhaps plunge on to victory. You are live on HS Television and of course on our social media platform on the ultimatesportsghana.com. Alfred Lamptey. All ideas.
Dennis, Nathanael Kakololo is really giving Alfred Lamptey a run for his money. Alfred Lamptey knows that he is in a fight.
I'm also pretty astonished, you know, with the way Kakololo is actually, you know, pulling up in the ring, and well, we need to commend him as well. We're still live on HS Television and the ultimatesportsghana.com. Live commentary coming your way by these channels, and of course, you have the liberty to join us and share with us your thoughts, your views and opinions.
Second out. Round 5.
All right, so there we go. Round 5 is the action now.
Nathanael Kakololo is a boxer out of Windhoek in Namibia. Has a record of 14 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw.
Interesting. I mean, that is quite not bad at all.
His last fight was in Moscow, Russia, where he lost by a KO in round 6 to Murad Aliyev.
Interesting stuff. So, of course, he also has some pride to keep at this stage, and I'm not surprised at all. As it's really given Alfred a very strong.
He also fought in the UK at the Copper Box Arena last year in July, 16th of July, against Nick Ball. He lost by a TKO in the very final, the 12th round. And so that tells you he's a very durable fighter. But he's eating leather here. He is eating leather from Alfred Lamptey, the Bukum Bomba.
Wow, we're still on.
Lands a jab there. Kakololo.
The Bukum Bomba will never let us down. He will never let us down here.
Yeah, you see Kakololo was trying to set a trap for Lamptey
to come
saw
through.
it.
But I think he's a very good boxer. He's a very good boxer.
Kakololo, of course, is a very durable and very efficient operator.
Absolutely. You're on point on that count, and I believe that his performance so far might have actually surprised Alfred a bit. But indeed, as a boxer, I'm sure he has actually gone through the files and profiles of Kakololo.
A very well-traveled boxer. He has fought in Russia, he has fought in Ukraine, he has fought in England, been all over the place. Nathanael Kakololo.
Oh, that is pretty impressive by all stands. So now there we go again, Alfred. Now taking to the jabs. Now the showboat will come through. It's too early. Just take your time and keep jabbing and jabbing until you get a final opening. That should be the strategy. Alfred. And he actually seems to be the one backing off and the aggressor. All right, so that was a slip. That was a slip.
Referee Michael Nikwe rules that one at a slip, and the fight continues. Alfred Lamptey against Nathanael Kakololo from Namibia.
Great fight. I love this. I love this. And as a Ghanaian, obviously, I'm not taking stand, but of course, I think that Alfred should live up to expectation. He really needs to back up and win this game convincingly. And from the way things are really going up, in fact, if the fight goes the distance, it could be rendered a draw. And do you foresee that?
A draw? I don't think so. I believe that Alfred Lamptey has the quality to pull the knot out of the chest knot out of the blazing fire. He should be able to egg this one. But having said that, I would have to admit that Kakololo as well still one here. He is very, very capable of doing that. From what we have seen so far of the 5 rounds going to the 6th round, Kakololo might very well spoil the party. But that is not what we are wishing for.
Absolutely.
In Accra, Ghana, at the Idle White Event Center, we do not wish for that.
Not at all. Not at all, Nana. Anyway, we still continue. And it's the Alfred. All eyes on Alfred at this stage. The Ghanaian, of course, is the one in red trunks. And now the corner will be the action. Alfred is at the corner. He goes to the ribs, but Kakololo will dodge. And then now the banter follows through. It's a mid-action.
It looks like Alfred Lamptey is pushing for the knockout now.
Yes, Alfred, of course, has, in his books to go for the knockout, but it's something that I think that he should really take his time, and get his bearing right before he really enters. And that was a wobbled hook on that occasion. Alfred, as I mentioned earlier, has every capacity. He needs to take his time and go through. Fantastic one. But see, Kakololo calling out Alfred once again. and he's eating up all the punches at this stage. But Alfred wouldn't budge. He should go through. Interesting stuff at this stage. Man oh mind. Should the fight go through? I mean, at this final round, certainly, I think Alfred will be winning this round for sure. There he goes again. But the punch couldn't go through, and Kakololo eating up. But I think that his build up is so slow, and it's actually giving time for Kakololo to relax and get more momentum.
Yeah, I mean, Kakololo is very, very crafty. So if Alfred becomes a bit reckless, he might pay for it dearly.
Well, so we're still here at the Idle White Center, and of course we are live on the ultimatesportsghana.com and of course on HS television as well. Alfred Lamptey giving the fans something to cheer about and throwing the arena into some kind of frenzy at this stage. Toe to toe, they call it pound for pound, and this is what both boxers really like. And fighting at this stage with such pedigree is important for the Ghanaian. Having a white coach, by you seeing the exploits that you actually have is so much key to the course of your journey. End of the round.
But Dennis, what would you say if I tell you that Nathanael has been impressive?
No, he is. I mean, he is, and he has been so far. And that is why I envisage a draw at the end of this Kakololo. But let's see what happens. If there is no knockout in this contest, I expect a draw.
And having said that, Dennis, the whole staff of HSTV and the boxing fraternity, the sports fraternity, our hearts go out to the General One, the man we call General One, Sammy Haywood Okan, who I just learned has lost his dear mom.
Absolutely.
We share in his sorrow.
Absolutely. It's a very strenuous situation for everybody to go through, and best of condolences to you, Sammy, wherever you are.
The entire boxing and sports family, we stand with Sammy Okai in his grief. But it came to me here like Nathanael is wobbled, his legs.
He wobbled, he nearly went down. So 2 more bites, I'm sure he can visit the canvas. Just 2 more bites can actually send him to the canvas. Nathanael, look at his legs. The legs are actually, are in a spaghetti form. He's already down already. Look, I think Alfred should really work harder.
Bambi legs, but Alfred is trying to take his time. Sometimes when, in boxing, when the boxer is hurt, that is where it's more dangerous. So when the boxer is hurt, he throws wildly. And when you go in and rush in, you might catch one, and that might be the end of you.
It's like somebody drowning and you saving the person.
Good. So I like the way that Alfred is not rushing in. He's taking his time to break him down. And that's a sign of a matured and experienced boxer.
Fantastic stuff on that occasion. So Alfred Lamptey, I think that kudos to you, of course, in this particular round. And I believe that the moment he wobbled, that was an opportune time, of course, to follow up and finish up the assignment. But Alfred is really working to my taste, how I really love it. I like the way it's really working. And getting through, of course, into the Namibian. Now, oh, there he clinches. So this is a signal that all the networks are down for the Namibian, Nana.
Is it Tigo or MTN?
I believe maybe Kasapa. Mine oh mine. And Ghanaians want to see a knockout, trust me. The arena is full of knockout eyes. And but let's see what transpires. At this stage, the Ghanaian certainly is on top. And there he goes. He must go down at this stage. And oh mine, Alfred Lamptey. Yes, he said come through. The toe-to-toe is working for the Ghanaian, and there they go again. Now, Kakololo, he goes through. And Alfred nearly went down as well. Mine, oh mine.
This fight is explosive. This fight.
It's incredible.
Wow, what a fight. Nathanael Kakololo from Namibia.
Now, this pairing is very good for the Ghanaian moving forward. It's very good for him. And you know,
tell you,
these are the matchups I really want to see for most of the budding boxers, of course, coming through.
and going forward, we would still like to acknowledge our sponsors, Ashfoam, Birmingham Pharmacy, Samojan Foundation, Champion Dishes, Gold Star Consort, Hydrowide Event Center, and all our sponsors, Paradise Park Mineral Water, all the copy bodies who have made this very event. Travel matters.
Well, anyway, travel really matters. And so round 8, there we go. And we forgot to mention Sami Edimado, also doing very well for the Bronx GM indeed.
Yeah, that is the Asamoah Foundation.
Asamoah Foundation.
Yeah.
All right, also doing very much well for for boxing in Ghana. Anyway, round 8, there we go. And let's see how it actually pans out. But Alfred Lamptey, of course, in the earlier rounds, showed some character, and he needs to really continue with that if he really wants to win tonight. Round 8.
Aite Powers is still in the house. Joshua Clout is still in the house.
Tells you they really want to watch more fights before they leave here. And that's very good for Ghana boxing,
Yeah.
I like the way Alfred is fighting. He's jabbing and jabbing, and when he gets the opportunity, he goes in, of course, for the flurries. And so much, I really love it. Keep jabbing, keep jabbing. At a point, if you think that you can't really knock your opponent down, jab and just pick up your points on the scorecards.
Yeah, sure. One thing I like about Alfred Lamptey, he starts all his attacks with a jab. Always works behind that jab. And there you saw a double jab and a right hand to end that combination.
Incredible stuff. And this Namibian is very, very stubborn indeed. He's giving Alfred a run for his money. Round 8.
Reminds me of Dennis when one Namibian called Walter Kautodonkwa fought against the Budai side at the Bukum Boxing Arena. It was a nightmare as Walter knocked out Budai in round 5.
Yes, I think I remember that fight.
Dennis, I almost wept that night.
Anyway, it's part of boxing. You win, you lose, or you draw.
Sure. Budai, one of our finest boxers.
Yes, so Budai side. Where is he now?
He's around. He was supposed to fight, I think, a month ago, but the opponent pulled out, so they're still working out.
In the boxing league, I'm told. Oh, okay. So we really want to see all these boxers come out, from their hiding places come over and make Ghana proud. So we're still enjoying.
Boxers playing hide and seek in the ring. Hey boys, let's box.
But Alfred Lamptey is now trying to know what is he trying to do. I think 2 more rounds to go.
There's a 10-round bout, right? So two more rounds.
Yes, so 2 more rounds to go. And I actually insist on seeing more of the Ghanaian at this stage.
Sure.
Seconds out. Seconds out. Round 9.
So the penultimate round, round 9, is on course. It's on course at this stage, and the Namibian has actually, regarded its momentum at this stage. What is happening? The Namibian actually gone into the far corner of the ring, and he's gone down.
I think
What happened to the Namibian?
that Kakololo has a problem with the eye.
Okay, so
But,
all right, so fight
but-
continues. He
but
comes in.
Alfred had no business punching him whilst he was down. I think he should have been cautioned for that. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
punch an opponent who is down on the knee.
Especially if the person takes a knee.
Yes.
Davis will have caught Garcia.
Yeah, sure. So I think that sometimes our boxers should be coached in these directions.
It's part of the
To know the
sportsmanship.
rules.
Yeah. Anyway, so that opportunity that was seemingly evident has now been sublimed into thin air. Alfred must work his way out again and ensure he wins this fight fair and square at this stage. And it's been a very, very tough terrain for the Ghanaian at this stage. And he needs to go through the Heaven's Gate to win this fight.
Heaven's Gate indeed.
Trust me. And just look at Kakololo coming in very strongly.
Left to the head of Lamptey and another right to the head of
This is very
Lamptey.
impressive.
Kakololo, he is coming back into the fight.
He's already back, and look at the way he's really attacking the Ghanaian. Kakololo.
Pummeling the Bokom Bomber.
Man, this is astonishing.
Dennis, I can tell you, Alfred Lamptey, he is in a fight tonight.
Absolutely. He's in a fight of his own. And then a lifetime test for Alfred Lamptey. So now listen to the crowd.
Listen, Dennis, after this fight, I bet you, if Alfred wins this fight, he is ready for the world title.
Well, that is a very huge prediction at this stage.
Dueling encounter by all standards.
Alfred now wants to go, all out, a do and die affair. And now the Namibian will be clinching. Now, Alfred likes to end it. And the Namibian keeps clinching. Oh mine, oh mine. Now I can see fatigue. Oh, love it. But the referee should come in very fast. What do you think?
Michael Nikwe, yeah. The bell goes. Very, very impressive fighter. Scintillating and exhilarating action.
Absolutely.
End to
And
end, momentum swinging.
trust me. Oh my. This fight has been very lovely. And I really love this.
a titillating and titivating encounter by all standards.
Exactly. HSTV is the reference point.
And Dennis, I still repeat that if Alfred Lamptey wins this fight, he is ready for the world title. I tell you.
Well, that is a very wonderful prediction on that occasion. But of course, the ring is the final determinant. Let's see what pans out in this last round, forming part of the championship round. And look at Alfred, showing he's got more power in him. But the power ought to be used. You have to use it to perfection. Now the final round. Who wins the day on this particular fight? It's been a lovely and very, very, very spectacular fight, of course, on the day. Alfred Lamptey and the crowd.
Huge ride from Lamptey.
Now just watch it. Alfred is the one pushing. And now Kakololo goes down. He takes a knee. Now Kakololo takes a knee, but he stands up again. He gets up. Can he continue the fight? Yes. Now Alfred Lamptey, he also going in all out. Alfred Lamptey, man oh man, what can he do? He goes in again. The jab goes through, and the crowd yelling and yelling in ecstasy. Now there they go again. Alfred, what can he do? The crowd all over Alfred Lamptey. What can he do? Alfred, the showboating must end and the action must flow. Alfred Lamptey, the final round, there he goes again. He's got opportunity. He's got every opportunity to, of course, end this game at this stage. No more showboating. It's time for action. Alfred Lamptey, there he goes again. Kakololo has become so much sunken, of course, in confidence. But this time around, let's see what happens. Now, Alfred, once again, and Kakololo will be holding.
You know.
And Kakololo will be holding. And let's see, Alfred, once again. The body punch goes through. And then once again, that was a very good punch from Alfred Lamptey. Now, Kakololo is refusing to go down. He's still refusing to go down. Oh, mine, oh, mine. Incredible start from the Ghanaian. Another one to the rib region, and then the holding comes again. Oh mine, oh mine. Kakololo. Now, what is going to be the final straw? Now, Alfred changes to southpaw. He goes in again. Now, a southpaw stance. Alfred Lamptey. Alfred needs to end the game rather than to opt for showboating. He needs to be very serious and go in for the kill. And that is my take at this stage.
He is himself very fatigued about Kakololo.
He's got every opportunity to end the game at this stage. Every opportunity. But look at Kakololo.
Almost slipped there, Lamptey.
Now, this has been an interesting fight today. And Nana says, should Alfred win this fight, he's ready for the world title.
I tell you, Dennis, a grueling encounter.
Well,
riveting encounter.
Now, action still continues. And I can't tell why Alfred is backing out at times.
Breathing heavily with his mouth open, Alfred Lamptey.
He's breathing heavily. And now he needs to jab into victory. Alfred jabbing to victory, and it's all over. Interesting stuff, of course, on this fight. And both boxers have been carried shoulder high. But Kakololo, very confident of winning. And look at the corner man. Very, very, very confident. Alfred Lamptey, the Ghanaian. Well, Alfred receiving the traditional applause from the fans gathered here. And that's the spirit of the game, the spirit of boxing, the show, and the acceptance is simply magnifying here. But of course, we shall be going to the scorecards pretty shortly. It's all over here. Indeed, Kakololo, and then of course Ghana's Alfred Lamptey. But the results will be the final smile. All the Ghanaians, but the last round was an obvious one for the Ghanaian. The knockdown as well. So let's go for the final results at this stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you put your hands together for the two boxers? What a show! What a show! It is a super featherweight contest of 10 rounds between Alfred Lamptey and Nathanael Kakololo. Ladies and gentlemen, after exhausting all the 10 rounds by wonderful action, we go to the scorecards. Judge 1 scored about 99-98. Judge 2 scored about 99-91. Judge 3 scored about 100 to 90. By a unanimous point decision, the winner, the person that got a short time, Alfred.
Sammy, Jackie says too much. 190. Well, so anyway, so forgive me, of course I'm live on air, and this is what happened, of course, in course of event like this. But of course, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
But the way I actually saw the scoring, I was thinking 190, Nana. Clearly 190 for me was too wide. But yes, it was a bit wide for my liking, honestly. And I'm being frank with you. And notwithstanding the knockdown, I was expecting a closer. So
there were two knockdowns, and also Alfred was way dominant, so probably.
But the first two judges, scored in the 90 columns, and then the third judge 190. Anyway, but we are not judges. We are just summarizers.
That is why we are two judges.
Absolutely. Anyway, okay. Okay, so it's been quite an interesting time here now, and so we are going on for the next fight.
Is a one super welterweight championship between
Jacob Tetelai and Emmanuel Quay next on the bill.
This fight then is the fight I personally have been waiting for, the Battle of Choco.